Welcome back to Relationship Thursdays right here on K24 with me, Shiko Kaitani, as I sit in for Paul Ngalambuvi. Thanks a lot for the text messages that are coming through. We really do appreciate your company, especially because of the topic of the day. What a topic. We're all about the courtship process. For those of you who are at this particular stage in your life or in your relationship and trying to ask those questions, what do I need to know, especially about courtship? Well, we do have the J's, as I call them, Dr. Jane Kimani and Dr. Julius Kimani in the house. They are the experts of the day, answering some of the questions that you may have. We also do have that question of the day for you, and we're asking, what do you think are some of the red flags that you need to look out for during the courtship process? Of course, our experts will also be answering that particular question, but we do have feedback coming through. We have one here that says, "Hi Jane and those blessed guests, my wife never introduced me to her parents. What could be the issue, please?" Okay, I'm Shiko and these are the blessed guests. Okay, 22-year-old student, and I fell in love with this girl, but she's always on my neck. Anataka nimuintroduce kwa wazazi. She feels that we are married because we are cohabiting, and me, I'm still in the process ya kumjua. Have not made up my mind. So how can I handle that situation? Biko.
Mambo ni moto.
Okay, so let's take the last one so now we can pile those up for the experts. Good morning. I have been having this boyfriend that I really want to date for marriage. I'm 21 and he's 34. I really don't care about our age difference because I love this man with every ounce of me. Ooh. So eventually he has really started changing. I'm afraid of losing him. So we currently had an argument, and since then, he hasn't spoken to me. Should I really keep holding on or should I let go? James from Kiambu is on the line. Good morning, James.
Morning to you, Shiko.
Yes, karibu sana. Question or comment?
Comment. You know, I wanted to contribute something on that topic on sex before marriage. This is what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
In our settings, or even the way God created things,
yeah,
man is supposed to take dowry. Okay. Now, if you're engaging in sex before marriage, it means you as a woman, first umepeleka vitu kwa kijana. So now the man was created in such a way that he's the one who's supposed to do most of the work because he's the one who is marrying the woman.
Right.
So if you now take the goods before, the man takes the goods, then you'll be the one to do the chasing. So, yes, the man will have the sex to do the chasing because you already Russian before. The man did the Courtship. So allow the man first to do the taking of the goods. That is the dowry. And then after that, now take yours.
Yes.
So that way, you'll have a very, very, very healthy relationship. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James. Hey, Pastor Jane, you're quite impressed by our caller from Kiambu.
Yeah, he's saying exactly what I keep saying.
Right.
Yes, there is order.
There's order. There's a pecking order.
It's supposed to be ordered. Yeah.
You guys, you do know that there's quite a number of issues that have popped up through our SMS. Let's start off with the 21-year-old who was saying the guy has been, talking about marriage, but she was like, "Ay, sijamchukulia seriously, yeah?" And she says, he's not afraid of it. What stood out about that text for you, Pastor Jane?
The fact that she's afraid.
Yeah.
She said she's afraid about the whole process. And I want to tell the girl and others in the same situation, if a man proposes to you and you're not at perfect peace, or vice versa, because nowadays girls are proposing, however, I am not for that.
Yeah.
If you are not at perfect peace about that, take your time. And so I want to tell that girl, yes, she has been told about 2022. The issue is not even the timing. 2022 is not far.
Yeah.
They are young. But the issue is that she's not at peace with the whole scenario. So kindly take back.
Yeah.
Tell the gentleman, I'm not yet at peace. Let me consult with me and my maker until I'm at peace about the situation.
By the way, and how many of us actually do pray or talk to God about the decision, right?
And he's the author of marriages. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
He is the author.
Yeah.
And he knows the right path for you.
Yeah.
You know, as we see here, but it is the end from the beginning. And one of the ways that he speaks to us is by peace.
Yeah.
And when you've got no peace about something, it is one way of telling you, do not take that path.
Did you do the same even for you before you married Dr. Julius?
We prayed for long.
Yeah.
And then we used to meet every day near Nairobi University,
yeah.
and we'd pray together for a year.
Really?
Yeah. Every day.
And if something told you, or if God was communicating that Dr. Julius was not the one, you would have said, thank you very much.
Yeah.
But I'm not at peace with
yes,
it. Wow.
Yes, immediately, immediately.
Yeah, as I was saying, Biko, we have someone here now cohabiting with the woman,
Imagine.
and now she is nagging him, unanipeleka lini kwa wazazi. And he's saying, what is your issue? We are living together. I'm still trying, listen to that word, Dr.
Yes.
Julius. I'm still trying to get to know her. And she's in your house. Like, are you kidding me?
You know, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
We have so many, like now,
Yeah.
this guy has already got his own, of course, in fact, he's put it very well, cohabiting.
Yes.
So he knows actually it is wrong. Now, let me ask you, gentlemen, what do you expect? What do you expect a lady to do when you've already taken her to live with you?
Yes.
And you're
But
telling
did
her,
he take or did she go?
No, kama alijipeleka huko. But the thing is, he's enjoying it.
Right.
But now, the lady is asking to be taken to their home.
Yeah.
Why should she not ask?
Yes.
Because you've already taken her as a wife and you are misusing her.
Right.
If you are serious, then take her to their home.
Yeah.
If you're not planning to marry her, mrudishe kwa room yake. Hii story ya kucohabit kwa college mwache. That's the
By
simple.
the way,
Right.
And you see that's the thing I was talking about ladies.
Right.
Perhaps she was told, let's go for coffee one day.
Yeah.
And the following day, her blouse began to shift.
Yes.
There was a missing pair of shoes.
Right.
They're all going to that room.
But you
the
don't-
boy, is,
Yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead.
The young man is clear. He's saying he's not sure about
He's not
her.
even sure.
Then why are you letting her live with you?
The man is fake.
The man is fake.
And the lady,
by the way,
lady is misused.
Can we also put a pin on the issue that we see today, which is kachipsfunga, you know, that we see. You see men picking up women, right? And of course, yes, a lot happens in the process, but sasa dem hataki kutoka kwa nyumba. She has stayed there after you picked her up from the club on Saturday night. Then you wonder, why can this man just simply tell her to leave, but now it becomes a problem?
No,
and, she will not
is,
leave.
He enjoys it.
Yeah.
Number one, you have taken her, you have already unwrapped the paper, and you showed interest. And as we said, so many ladies are looking for marriage opportunities.
Right.
Now, most guys are like this. Most guys don't want to say, go away.
Yeah.
Because they first showed interest.
Yeah.
But now you have already come to live with this person and you don't like them. In fact, it is a high time you became firm and you correct your mistakes. Just tell the lady, yesterday was a mistake.
Yeah. Pole.
And please don't make other mistakes. Otherwise, very soon, you will find a room full of ladies saying that
and children.
and children.
Yes.
And then you say sikuwa nimepanga hivo.
Exactly.
So the thing is, also for the ladies, there is no way you will be taken, like ule jamaa amesema kitu moja.
Yeah.
When you sell yourself,
yeah.
and then you're waiting for somebody to pay for dowry, he may not.
He
So
may
stop
not.
taking yourself to the house of the man if you're not ready to start begging him to go to your family.
She needs to pack up and leave.
Yeah.
You need to pack up and leave.
Yes.
Okay, Evans from Voi is on the line. Morning, Evans.
Morning, beautiful. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, anyway, you are having a nice discussion.
Santi.
And I'm actually torn in between the traditional and the modern, you know, the kind of relationship or the courtship that we're having nowadays.
Yeah.
We are actually borrowing it from the Western side. If I can borrow a little bit from the traditional, unakuta mzee alikuwa anakutana na mzee anapita na kitu na unga wanaenda nayo yote. And now boy child ako hapa ananiambia I should learn somebody in the sense that we should go for few dates before you know if she's really the one.
Yes.
That is one. Now another question is that you have the Mr. and Mrs. Justice are contributing in the sense that the boy is the one who should give the signs. What about if the girl is the one who is in the thing? He really wants this thing to work.
Right.
Then lastly,
I would like to differ with Justus and the guy from Kiambu, James.
Yeah.
How do you say that mambo ya sex? Nowadays, what are you bringing to the table? Yeah. Na boy child aje kutuangusha hapo.
Okay, thank you so much, Evans. What I'm seeming to pick up from a lot of gentlemen is that it's the women who are driving the initiative towards marriage.
Yeah.
So this courtship phase is almost feeling like it's pressure.
Yeah,
So,
it is true. Actually, what I'm picking from them is that they don't have a time to court the women. The women have made a decision the day they were told, can I kindly have some lunch with you?
Yes.
And so she picked the queue.
Yeah.
And she moved on. So I think also the gentlemen are excited about the situation happening. They are not really complaining because they take them and cohabit.
Yeah.
And then they're thinking, who should I marry? And meanwhile, there's a lady in the house.
Yes.
So I think we need to step back and we need to think back and we need to ask ourselves what's the right direction.
Right.
Because this era cannot continue with our children and our grandchildren.
Right.
Something has to change, and that's why we're educating them. And especially the girl child, let them not act desperately.
Yes.
At times, the girl child is acting too desperate.
Yeah.
And it's like any girl who sees a man, it's like men are vanishing or they're becoming extinct, so you need to skip with one before they're over.
Right.
No, let me tell the girls who are listening to me, it is never too late.
It's never too late.
Shiko, I got married in my 30s.
Yes, which is almost unheard of. Back,
And especially back then.
Back then, yeah.
Back then, having waited into my 30s.
Yeah.
I didn't say 30s. But the fact that I waited, I'm grateful I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so very grateful I did. And I keep telling girls, don't have pressure about, I want to be like so-and-so. My wedding has to be like so-and-so. Let's discuss your own self-development. Add value to yourself. Let the man find you as a person who has added so much value to themselves.
Absolutely.
Be manageable so that you can be marriageable, because a lot of things that are happening to girls make them so unmanageable.
Yeah.
The expectations are out there and
They're
they've got
through the
nothing.
roof.
Their wallets are kind of like not too good, but they're expecting a man who will take them to heaven and Hollywood. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Add value to yourself all round.
Right, right. Okay. Dr. Julius here, you know, as we're talking about courtship, are some of the red flags that we need to notice. There are those who, yes, are in that space and have agreed, you know what, I think this could lead to marriage. They are toying with the idea of marriage. But what do I really need to start critically thinking about when I decide, okay, this is the guy for me, this is the woman for me?
No, one thing, there's several things that you must check.
Yeah.
Number one, violence is a no-no.
Absolute no.
No, whether it's coming from a woman or from a man.
Yeah.
If that guy has formed the habit of hitting you, or the lady has formed the habit of smashing glasses on the walls,
Yes.
let me tell you something. If you don't go for anger management,
Yes.
that could be something that may get also into your marriage.
Right.
And that is why those people who eventually even kill or wound their spouses, they used to do that even before they were married.
Wow.
Now,
that's a
number
good
two,
point. Yeah.
somebody is still toying with their ex.
Yeah.
They have already said, I want to marry you, but they are still entertaining their ex. Now, that is something that could tell you that this person is not decided, whether it's a lady or a man. If they are still entertaining their ex, nitamwambia siku moja, that means they could be weighing you to see if you don't perform very well, they could easily go back to their ex.
Right.
Number three, there are some of the things, the guy you have been with for over 2 years, or probably even a year, you've never met even the cousin to the cousin.
I like that.
Are they to introduce?
The cousin to the cousin.
Yeah. Somebody dies in their village
Right.
who is close, and he doesn't even tell you,
Yes.
let us go. You know, my aunt to my aunt passed on.
Oh, wow.
Nipeleke.
Oh, that's serious.
Hapo kuna shida.
Yes.
Na ni mwaka mzima.
Imagine.
No, 2 months you could probably wait. But a whole year, the guy has never even taken you close
Yes.
to where their parents were known to have lived last. There's a problem. Those are some of the three.
Yes. Wait. We've got a caller on the line. Let's listen to what they have to say, but hold that thought. Yes, who do we have? We have?
Yes, how are you, Chico?
Alois. Yes. Hi, good morning, Alois.
I'm doing well.
Karibu sana.
Salimia daktari na huyo mwingine, sijui ama ni pastor, na salimia wote.
Asante.
Asante.
No, I wanted to contribute something.
Yeah.
Maybe. For me, I've been banned at home from ever taking another woman to my dad's home if I want to marry her.
Wow.
I've been taking girls home, and I end up not marrying them. I think it's because of this sex before marriage.
Yeah.
Anyway, I find it nice at times, though. You know, doing a scene is always enjoyable at times. Like smoking, banging in a toilet.
Right.
Anyway, now there was this problem I was asking. Not asking, but my contribution is when the red flag in a relationship.
Right.
For me, when I judge women, is when they get controlled by their friends, and when they have friends who are single mothers or questionable character in the community.
Right.
I bet she brings that into the house. Whereby she's told, you do this, you get this from that man. If this man is not taking you out like this, that's not a relationship.
Yeah.
That guy comes from a Arab family. I hope you went and saw that. No, you should be getting this and this from this man. Instead of thinking of how you people gonna be bringing back your brain together in your house when you're in courtship. Think of a business that you would do. Think of an economic thing that will at least bring something, brings a little bit of finances to your table.
All right. Okay.
Because for the position of you.
Yeah.
I hope you are not going through that point there.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Alois. We will be addressing your points in just a few, but let's take a look at WhatsApp and then give Pastor Julius and Pastor Jane an opportunity to answer. Hi, Shiko. I have been dating guys and it's all been ending in shambles. So I made a choice not to lay with the next guy I will date until marriage. What do I do to keep up to my promise now that I have a new boyfriend who is not in the same town with me? How do we work out the relationship without me having to go to his place? Secondly, how do I break it to him that I won't have sex until marriage, even though I'm not a virgin? Wow, very good point there.
Nice question.
Okay, so this guy is just taking girls home, the guy from Tarakaniti, and his dad told him, this is it. No more bringing women here. If you're not going to get serious and choose one, wacha kuwaleta hapa. These serial daters.
You know, that's a person. I usually say, I would say, and sorry, I mean, Alois, you are such a forthright person.
Yes.
But the thing is, I would say you have a problem with yourself.
Yes.
Because you're not sure of who you want to marry. I think for you, you've qualified women by sleeping with them. And so if it feels good for you, then you say, Father, here I come. And you take him home. Then your father, immediately after a while, you realize this is not the one you wanted. You look for another thrill. So after you get a second thrill, you take him home. Now, I think your father is tired. You need to look into you and find out what exactly are you looking for.
Right.
Are you looking to marry a lady just for the act of sexual intimacy? Or are you looking for more value?
Right.
I think you need to sit down and reflect on yourself and find out. Because those are 3 women you've taken. So you've had 3 women.
Yeah.
And probably there are several on the line. Need to have a serious check with yourself.
By the
or
way,
see a person who can mentor you into making the right decision.
And in fact, by the way, after you're done telling us about the red flags, I want us to really speak to the gentlemen out there, because yes, we can be talking to the ladies. Ladies, don't do this, don't do that.
Yes.
But I feel there are a lot of men who've not brought themselves to a meeting. You've got to call yourself to a meeting. We'll talk about that in just a few. But please answer the lady who messaged and said that she's doing a long distance relationship. She has made that decision that even if nothing is working out for her, she is going to keep it together. She has no intentions on having sex before marriage with this new guy she's dating.
Yeah, I'll tell her she's actually made the right decision. She has made the right decision, and that will qualify her very well.
Yeah.
A good decision. And about the long distance relationships, they work, but you've got to keep communication lines open.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's easy. We've got everything we need to talk to them. You can tweet, you can do everything you need, like WhatsApp, SMS.
But you know,
message.
Pastor Jane, let's also just be real. Even as Christians, or even as you talk to singles, even at some point when you are also single, these things are not easy. How are you able to just get people to stick on that path and keep to their promise? Because you see this with a lot of young people. They'll be like, okay, fine, I'm a Christian, but I'm caught in between. I'm courting this lady. Yes, I'm serious, but why can't we, you know?
Yeah, you know, let me tell you,
together?
And I keep saying, it is possible and it is workable.
Yeah.
I know it is possible and I know it is workable. It takes a decision.
Yeah. It's as simple as that.
It takes a decision.
Yeah.
And it takes understanding. You talked about a Christian. If you're a Christian, you need to understand the values of God and have enough honor and respect for that God.
Yeah.
And understand what he says, being the author of marriages, that if you defile the marriage bed, then he himself will dishonor you. And you do not want to live a life of dishonor. And again, I want to say, yes, it's not easy, but it is possible. Keep off from the tempting areas. I tell young girls, and the young men, don't go visiting him alone as you're watching a movie. And then it begins to rain. And you're thanking God for the rain. And it's suddenly very dark and you can't cross your path to Kayole.
I know.
Or wherever else. You stay in Kilifi or wherever.
The easiest way to get into that trap.
I'll leave tomorrow.
Right.
And you know that's a trap that so many young ladies are using. And even the young men.
Yeah.
And I know of men who have stood their ground.
Wow.
I know of men who have stood their ground.
Yeah.
You know, at times when people do wrong, it sounds like everybody has done wrong.
Yeah.
No, there are many men who have stood their ground and they've said no until I marry you. Some of them primary or even secondary virginity. It takes a point when your eyes are open and you decide from this point on, I have made up my mind. And I think it would be so good for the girl to tell that gentleman from this point on, I mean, she must have to tell him she had a past.
Yes.
But now from to this point in this relationship, I've decided to keep my legs together.
All right, fantastic. So you gave us, because we're starting to wind up, you gave us 3 points to make, or rather to keep in mind. What else did you want to add on to that list as we wind up?
I would also say there's something we talk about, the verbal abuse.
Yes.
Somebody who keeps on degrading you with words.
Right.
You know, there are people who would want to keep on maybe abusing somebody. You are useless.
Yeah.
You look like this and that. Already, when that person is doing that, then that is a serious red flag that that marriage may not be okay.
Yeah.
There is something else where you find maybe the focus of the one person is either what you're talking about, sex only. All they want from you is, if you love me, then sleep with me or do this to me.
Yeah.
Now that is also a red flag because their value is based on one area. Now it could be, it could be a lady. And probably the gentleman, all she does is when you come, is she's asking for money, 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 money.
Yeah.
Then that person could be marrying, you could end up marrying a lady who loves you for what you have, but when you don't have it, then you go through issues. COVID has brought out good things. Yeah. People have discovered that there are some men have discovered they married ladies who were after their money.
Right.
And at the same time, there are people who have discovered they married wonderful women.
Yes.
Like
I like that. It's very, very true.
So it is good to watch for those things.
Okay.
Because those are indicators. I'm not saying it may not work.
Yeah.
You can either go through mentorship that can change that situation. But if it is not changing, then I think it is time to exit quietly and say, I will not go that path.
Absolutely. Yes. And it doesn't matter how much time you've put into that courtship process, you can always walk out. As we're winding up, you were supposed to give a message, I believe, to the gentlemen who are watching, because like we said, there are men who don't want to accept that they don't know themselves, right? Because this is why you're seeing serial daters, someone who just will not choose what they want. But yes, they are busy telling girls, I'm going to marry you.
Yes.
Come over to my place. Let's live together. But nothing comes out of it.
No, I think one of the key things, I think there's one girl who said that men marry for sex. Partly true. But the thing is, we are not defined as for that. So there are a lot of men who are not married and they think their credibility will come on how they perform issues. So they're always trying to test things. And unfortunately, that is only one side of relationship. So a man needs to call himself, what am I going to give? What value am I going to give to this lady? Ask yourself whether you are ready to be a good provider, whether you're going to be a good lover, whether you're ready to be a good protector. If you can't answer those questions, then something you need to take time back and develop them.
That's true.
Yes.
Very, very true. So as we say goodbye, Pastor Jane, yes, it's all about courtship today. Your final remarks for those who are in this stage in their life.
I want to tell them it's workable and you can make it. Keep a focus and make up your mind. If it is that person, be honest, be real, and be good to them. It will work out.
It will work. Remember, by the way, Pastor Julius and Pastor Jane are here to help you should you require any assistance in regards to your relationship and even just trying to understand yourself more. Remember, they actually deal a lot extensively with singles, by the way, and you can reach out to them and we'd be happy to put you in touch. If you have enjoyed this show, like I always say, tell us through our social media platforms and even through that WhatsApp number. We are definitely here for you. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to be handing over to the Daily Brief coming up next. My name, rather, is Shiko Kaitani. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.